Mwingineko, mkurugenzi wa mashtaka Nuruddin Haji anataka jopo kuundwa kumchunguza naibu jaji mkuu Filemona Mwilu kwa makosa ya kutumia vibaya mamlaka yake. Haji ametoa pendekezo hilo mbele ya tume ya kuajiri majaji.
Try to break it down into percentages of those that were the prosecution that was ensued and further investigations. You will note that with the years and between 2018 and 2019 we've had a spike in the number of cases that have been brought for prosecution. And in 2018 we had 191. In 2019, by March, we had 107 files. We've tried to show the trends of corruption and economic crime cases concluded by January 2014 to June 2019. Honorable Chair, you will note that we have about 78 cases conviction. We've had 110 cases acquittal, 102 cases were withdrawn, but this is largely attributed to the Engineer Kamau cases. We've had 7 cases consolidated. We have about 2 cases, we have had orders that have suspended them. And we still have 283 cases ongoing. If we look at the trends in conviction rates from 2014 to March 2019, on page 16, you will note that there is a spike in terms of us getting convictions. And in if you look at 2014, there was only 2%. In 2015, there was 4.9%. In 2016, we had a 19% conviction rate. In 2017, we had 24.4%. In 2018, we had 32%. And in 2019, so far, we have 17.6%. And this is until March. If we go to page 17, Honorable Chair, the amounts involved in the cases processed, the registered cases in court, from ODPP's perspective, amount to almost 82 billion shillings. And this involves amounts from very low bribery amounts to as high as 29 billion. For example, the Imperial Bank case and shillings 6 billion on the one on the Anglo leasing cases. Concluded cases are about 10 billion. But we still have to work, and we are working with the ESCC on seeing how we can recover these monies. But in essence, about 10 billion is intended to be recovered. And on the ongoing cases, we have about 72 billion that we hope to recover. Honorable Chair, I have also highlighted high impact cases. Since 2014, 582 corruption and economic crime cases were registered. 203 cases are ongoing. This is the high impact, what we can call some big fishes, with some cases involving senior government officials as outlined below. And you can see cases involving cabinet ministers is about 6%, senior county officials about 49%, and the CEO and directors of other government officials is 26.8%. Honorable Chair, you will note that despite the fact that the counties just came up around 2010, they have the bulk so far, 49%. And this is a trend that is worrying, and I think it informs us where to look at and target more. Part 3, Honorable Chair, is to do the question of the DCI cases that we've gotten. On the onset, I'll say that the DCI before 2018 had very little corruption cases, and very little was emanating from them. And most of them were charged under the penal code and other legislations. However, due to the emerging trends of committing economic crimes, the DPP has adopted the strategy to charge under ataka due to the following reasons on cases that are brought by the DCI. The restrictive nature of the penal code with regard to the elements of the offense, The asset recovery, forfeiture and restitution is restrictive under the penal code and much easier under SECA. The punishment regime under SECA is commensurate to the impact of the offences, and we have favourable ruling the fact that we can actually charge under the SECA, even with the DCI, and it's not only the EACC. And we see the DCI as complementing the EACC.